Today, I'm going to talk about a very important component of the beverage industry, wine, and focusing on how to serve it properly. What is wine? Wine is an alcoholic beverage made with the fermented use of grapes generally, but also can be made with other fruits like apples or plums. Each type of wine requires a specific style of glass in order to reach its full flavor potential. Due to the robust flavor of red wines like Bordeaux, Cabernet Franc, or Merlot are best served in large and rounded wine glasses to ensure that the complex aromas come in contact with more air. The glasses that are used to serve white wine, a Chardonnay, are more U-shaped and are right. That allows the aroma to be released while keeping a cooler temperature. These ones can be also used for rosé wines, but those with a short bowl and a slightly flared lip are preferred. Finally, the glasses that are used for sparkling wine are upright and narrow to retain the carbonation and keep the flavor. However, we can differentiate between a tulip style of glass for Prosecco, a flute style for Cava, a white tulip for Crown Reserva Cava, and a coupe glass designed in the 1950s. Each type of wine has to be served at different temperatures due to its direct impact on their taste and smells. Red wines might be served colder than room temperatures but warmer than cellars. White and rosés should be served cold, and sparkling wines should be served ice cold so the bubbles will stay and the sweetness will be accentuated. Once the client orders, and before opening the bottle, the sommelier must bring the bottle to the customer and get their approval. The bottle should be held with two hands, one supporting the bottom and the other one the neck, with the label forward, and the sommelier must say the name and vintage, the year when it was made. To open the bottle, the sommelier must keep it off the table during the whole process. Then it's necessary to take a knife and cut the foil on the neck of the bottle and remove it. The server must leave it in his pocket or apron. After that, put the corkscrew in the middle of the cork and twist it until one loop shows. Place the lever on the top of the bottle and lift until the cork is almost out. Following that, the sommelier should remove the cork with his thumb and fingers and leave it on the table in front of the host so they can see that the vintage match with the year of the bottle. Before pouring the wine, the host has to try it first to see if that's the wine that he or she ordered and if it tastes good. For that, the sommelier pours a small amount of the wine only for the guest who ordered it and wipe the lid of the bottle. When the host approves, the sommelier can move on to pouring the wine. When pouring the wine, it's important to know in which order to serve it. The person that ordered the wine is always the last one the sommelier has to serve. If there is a man and a woman at the table, the sommelier should serve the woman first. However, nowadays, if the woman is the one that ordered the wine, she is the last one to be served. In American and Canadian style, the bottle is held with two hands. The sommelier has to serve the wine from the right side of the host without touching or lifting the glass. Employees should finish each pour with a twisting motion and also wipe the lid of the bottle to avoid drips and keep the tablecloth clean. The standard amount of wine that should be served per each glass is around 4 and 5 ounces, and that's about 5 to 6 glasses per bottle. The glass should never be filled to the top because it's important to leave enough room for the customer to swirl and sniff the aromas of the wine. There is another way to serve white and red wine, and it's called decanting. Decant means to pour wine from the bottle into a decanter. There are two reasons to do decanting. First one is to separate the wine from any sediment that may be formed, and the second one is to allow the wine to come in more contact with oxygen so the flavor will be enhanced. To open sparkling wines, the foil must be removed from the top of the bottle and discarded. With one hand, grip the neck of the bottle and with the other one unfasten the wire cage and twist it 6 turns counterclockwise. Then hold the bottle at 45 degrees and rotate it till the cork comes out. In order to pour sparkling wines, the bottle is held with one hand, placing the thumb into the dimple at the bottom of the bottle and spread fingers across the barrel. Then pour a small amount into each glass first, wait for bubbles to subside, and fills the glasses to just below the rim. During the process of serving wine could be a few challenges a server needs to overcome. One of them is opening the bottle without breaking the cork. If the cork breaks in the neck of the bottle, try to put a corkscrew in the middle again, and if it can remove cleanly, then do it. But if not and something falls into the bottle, the sommelier must get a new bottle. Wine is part of the culture of many countries around the world, and it's important to make some effort into learning how to serve it properly, because that will affect not only the flavor, but also the whole experience for the customers. It's a tradition that should be maintained to continue enjoying this marvelous ritual.